When I heard that Tupac died, I was cooking in a restaurant.
And tickets were piling up and I'm like, I don't care, fire me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was devastating.
It was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
When I heard that Tupac died, I was cooking in the restaurant and tickets were piling up. And I'm like, I don't care, fire me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that was devastating. The hip-hop community has long been rife with rumors and conspiracy theories, one of the most persistent being the notion that Diddy Combs had a role in the death of Tupac Shakur Tupac recently. This theory has taken a new twist with reports suggesting that M and 50 Cent confronted Diddy, accusing him of sacrificing Tupac. This dramatic allegation, if true, adds a significant layer to the already complex narrative surrounding one of the most famous murders in music history. To understand the gravity of these accusations, it is essential to revisit the history of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry that dominated the 1990s hip-hop scene. This feud was primarily personified by two of the era's biggest stars, Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace, better known as the notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. Tupac was associated with Death Row Records on the West Coast, while Biggie was a prominent figure at Bad Boy Records on the East Coast, a label founded by Diddy Combs. The rivalry escalated to a dangerous level, with both Tupac and Biggie being targets of violent attacks. Tupac was famously shot multiple times in a 1994 robbery in New York, an incident that he believed involved Bad Boy Records. This belief fueled the animosity between the two camps, culminating in Tupac's murder in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas in 1996 and Biggie's murder in Los Angeles just 6 months later. Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true. Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother, so we not even going to even go there, with all due respect. But I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you, cause you listened 7 years ago. I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill? But no, you do it like a journalist. Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense, which we never believed, by the way. Yeah, thank you. The theory that Diddy was involved in Tupac's murder is not new. Various individuals have suggested over the years that Diddy orchestrated the hit on Tupac as part of the escalating feud between Bad Boy and Death Row Records. These allegations often hinge on the idea that Diddy saw Tupac as a significant threat to his label and artists, particularly Biggie. Music Smalls, yeah, shout the Puffy Con, but _ revote y'all are like a _ up remote. Now I get it why buttons broke, cause you pressing, but he don't do nothing, no, especially when it comes to punches from you. _ keep wanting smoke, so the blunt is roll, take another toe. But it's flipping in hell, cause all you're going to get is an all-in smoke like a _ roach, so we don't got nothing in common, not even a _ cold nasal issue. If it comes to blows, wasted tissue. Tell this journalist stick to the stuff he knows, like always running from music. In recent times, the theory has resurfaced, with Eminem and 50 Cent reportedly confronting Diddy. According to these reports, the confrontation centers around allegations that Diddy sacrificed Tupac, implying a deliberate and calculated move to eliminate a rival. This terminology evokes imagery of sinister plots and deep conspiracies, suggesting that Tupac's murder was not just a consequence of a violent feud, but a strategic decision to gain power and control in the hip-hop industry. I know you've been out here, Minuteman. I'm glad you came here last, though. Man, I know you've been around town, man. I said, let everybody talk to N. And I want to sit down and talk to him 'cause I'm a real big fan. I am really, man, I sat last night and listened to more of your albums, and you not that I haven't heard them all already, but I said let me go back and in pop, and I got to tell you, man, that the second album I had to say is one of my favorites, man. I got to tell you, people, I know people said that with the Trackmasters, it wasn't like as hip-hop as they wanted from the first time. They had a lot drama at that time. Hey, I got to tell you that song with that Sting the Police sample, the second one on the Message from On, man, it's on that whole record, man. I love that album. And I got to tell you, the Lost Tapes is one of the best records you put out that I thought nobody really paid attention to. Right, the Lost Tapes, right, yeah. What was that about? And was Lost Tapes about the label that got got songs, or you actually were behind putting that together? I think that was like I just had a lot of songs that didn't make any album, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I honestly didn't know what to do them, so we just put about 10112. Was it 14? It's right here, man. I brought it. I wanted you to sign mine. That's how heavy it is. 11, man, with that purple on my way. Ideas original. I'm telling you, if you ever have a chance to get the Lost Tapes by nows, get that record, man. It's incredible record, man. I enjoyed that a lot, man. Thanks, dog. Let me ask about these albums, man. In the beginning, you had the pictures. Like your first ALB was a picture. The second album was a picture. Nostradamus was a picture. And then you kind of got off the picture in the front cover. Was there a reason behind that? Yeah. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. And I noticed on my album covers, I used to pick a lot of samples for records just by listening by actually looking at an album. You pick out, you go rush shopping or whatever. I'm not a real producer, but I have been with a professor, and he just showed me how he go looking for records. So I help him pick out records back in the days. Look at this cover. Wow, they got a Rolls Royce on the cover. Look, oh, this got to be hot, Thume. Got to be hot, So I was just like that. I wanted to do my album covers to have some meanings and stuff like that. But then I didn't want to keep it going. I wanted to kind of change it up. I got tired of it, wanted to change it. Yeah, no doubt, man. Now, let me ask you this, man. Why do you think I know why, but you've had a lot of rappers in your career that have came at you and took their shots. You know what I mean? 50 Cent took a shot. You've had I don't know, Coro. I don't know, I get lost, and so many people, and you know what I mean? Even Tupac at one point, had said some things about you. Is that part of the game, man? Or what it's definitely a part of the game, man. If you want to get into rap, young children out there, you want to get into rap, baby, it is no easy gig, baby. And 50 Cent are two of the most influential figures in modern hip-hop, both known for their outspokenness and fearless approach to controversy. Their involvement in this narrative is particularly compelling, given their past interactions with Diddy and their positions in the music industry. Eminem, a protege of Dr. Dre, who co-founded Death Row Records, has had a complicated relationship with Diddy. While there has been mutual respect, Eminem has not shied away from criticizing Diddy and his business practices in his lyrics and interviews. 50 Cent, who was discovered by M and Dr. Dre, has also had a turbulent relationship with Diddy. Their rivalry has been marked by public feuds and diss tracks, with 50 Cent frequently accusing Diddy of shady dealings and lack of loyalty. Your dig is especially when you're good. Yeah, and if you're good, oh boy, it's crazy. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. One thing I got to say though, man, I got to tell you, Nas, you're a real MC, because you have really, nobody took you down. Even the Jay-Z thing was great, man, but that ether was that stung. It was a thing. It was like, hey man, it ain't going to be that easy, bro. You bad rapper and all that, but and's going to bring to ether, and I just heard him in the song the other day on some remix, and he said I got stronger after ether. Yeah, you know, and let me tell you something, man. Everybody's been talking, when the whole thing went down with you and Jay-Z. Cool, that was his whole thing, you guys, and I commend you for keeping it so hype hop, and both of y'all being grown men about it. And also being professionals, you know what I mean? You didn't take it all street and guns and all kind of violence and all that. It was a rap thing, and that's what it was supposed to be about. And that's you guys set the tone for people to understand that there is a way to make a battle if you going to battle, you know what I mean? Yeah, I always tell cats, like, anybody that gets in the rap, your neighborhood started to love you, you got papered, you can squat up a lot thicker than you used to, you could squat up, so if you could squat up, cause you're you popping with your records, and he can squat up then. And he can hire armed security, and he can hire yo dog. What y'all doing, it's over. It's no reason to even go at it. Because you know what I mean, it's like it's no reason to even go at it, dog. And then most of the time when you do, somebody's telling you know what I'm saying. And we learn from the deaths of Big, the deaths of Tupac, dog, you know what I'm saying. And not to say that I can always dodge a lot of the drama that's going to come my way, cause I'm not running from nothing. But at the same time, I'm a man, and this is a man's world. This is a man's game, you know.